In this video, we're going to cover part 2 of putting your style guide together. And here we are going to look at some example color schemes, look at some example font schemes, and then we're going to create a simple style sheet in Google Docs. We will now look at some example color schemes together. So we'll start off in Viessmann.co. Going to scroll down here. And yeah, you can read the intro here if you'd like to deepen your understanding of the points of color, that sort of thing. And you'll notice that each scheme has a title, and each one contains the hex codes for each color, and then the color scheme in action. So let's suppose you were going for more of a natural earthy look. I suppose you wanted a color scheme with mostly earth tones. So yeah, this would be a good one right here. It has a good down-to-earth color scheme. Or let's keep going. Or let's suppose you're going for more of a stylish, sophisticated, upscale look and feel. Then yeah, this would be a good color scheme here. And there's just so many great color schemes to choose from. Or let's suppose you wanted it more of a techie, sleek, futuristic look and feel. Yeah, this is a good color combination here. And I will actually be using this in our example style sheet later on in the video. We got innovative and audacious here. Or let's suppose you wanted more of a corporate and business professional look and feel. So yeah, this is a good combination of the different shades of it, like green, teal, and the brown here. Or let's suppose you wanted more of a feminine, lighthearted look and feel. We'll go to number 31. Here we have bright pink and pastels. So, like for example, you had mostly a female audience. This would be a good choice of a color set here. All right, we're going to go to Canva, check out their color schemes. So let's suppose you were looking for more another example of sophisticated upscale look and feel. So I know number 3, muted tones. This would be good right here, particularly if you had more, if you're trying to appeal to upscale clientele. Or let's suppose you're looking for another business professional scheme. We'll go to number 15, splash of color. So as you can see here, they definitely incorporate that blue, which is very common in business professional color schemes. And you might recall from that color wheel how the yellow and orange were on the opposite end of the blue. So yeah, the nice contrast of colors here would create a very good professional yet vibrant look and feel. Or I'll look at a few other ones here. Or let's suppose you were looking for another professional color scheme, but something not too boring or outdated. I mean, yeah, you got a good combination of colors here, and you'll notice that they do a very good job of using the yellow to contrast with the 3 other colors here. Or let's suppose you were open to another upscale, sophisticated, luxurious color scheme. So yeah, this is a good one right here if you're looking for that modern, sophisticated look and feel. Or let's suppose you're looking for another example of a lighthearted color scheme. We'll go to number 34. So yeah, like if you're looking for something that indicates like fun, energy, excitement, yeah, you can see the lightheartedness in this overall scheme here. All right, and you can certainly look at the other color schemes on this page. All right, now we'll go to Design Hack. And yeah, they have another nice intro. Yeah, you can read here. Yeah, another business professional color scheme here. And here in Snipcar, yeah, notice the contrast here. Notice how they used the yellow to contrast with the shades of gray here. And you'll notice they use the yellow very nice in their call to action buttons. See, there's another one here. And then here in IC Creative, so yes, once again, you'll notice how they use the orange to contrast with the other colors, and how the orange like directs your eyes to the call to action here. Or let's suppose you have a restaurant that incorporates green and yellow in the color scheme. So yeah, you'll see the shades of green and yellow here. And yeah, the real cool thing about this is you'll notice how the color scheme complements the food in the photo. All right, so that was it for the color schemes I wanted to show you. Now we'll head on over to the font schemes. And then they like to start off with a nice intro, something to help deepen your understanding from what I covered in part one of today. And I definitely encourage you to, make time to read all that. All right, so let's suppose you're going for a sleek, conservative look, like nothing too flashy, nothing too extravagant. So yeah, you might want to consider the Rockwell Bold and Bembo scheme. And there's plenty of other good font schemes on this page. Or let's suppose you have a brand that incorporates the best of old and best of new. And you could use Montserrat as your header font, and then an older font like Courier New. Or let's suppose you wanted a more luxurious, classy look. Then you might want to consider the Playfair display in Source Sans Pro. Or let's suppose you want more of a lighthearted, maybe a feminine looking feel. And in the previous video, you might remember this, the Matic SC and Josephine Sans. And there are plenty of other great font schemes on this page, but those are the main ones I'm going to bring your attention to. So now we'll head over to the Visma color scheme. So let's suppose you wanted more of a like science and techy look and feel. Scroll down. Yeah, you might want to consider science. Yeah, you might want to use EXO for your header font and then the like web server off in the body font. So yeah, in case you had a brand related to science and technology. Or let's suppose you wanted something with more of a just a general business professional look and feel, such as if you're composing a resume in this case. Well, in a case like this, the Oswald as your header font and the Lato as your body font would work well. Or let's suppose you wanted more of a casual, lively look. Scroll down. So, for example, maybe if you're in the travel niche or something like that, then you might want to consider Pacifico as your header font and Junction as your body font. And you'll notice how it gives a more lighthearted look and feel. And yeah, there are plenty of other great font schemes on this page, but yeah, those are the main ones I want to show you. Now we'll head over to Garrett Creative. All right, we'll scroll down here. So yeah, let's suppose you're looking for a lighthearted or feminine look and feel. Then yeah, you might want to consider the Quicksand and Droid Sands. Or if you're looking for more of a luxurious or retro look, then yeah, you might want to consider Yesava 1 and Josephine Sands. Or let's see, yeah, we'll keep going here. Oh yeah, let's suppose you want more of a techie look and feel. Then yeah, you might want to consider Rubik for your header font and Roboto Mono for your body font. So you'll notice how it gives a nice high tech look and feel. And later on in this video, we'll actually use this in our example style guide. All right, well, that's it for the example color schemes and example font schemes. So let's go and head on over to Google Docs and begin creating our example style guide. All right, I now have my Google Doc ready to go for our example style guide. And in this particular example, from the Visma color schemes, we're going to use the sleek and futuristic color scheme, and then we're going to use the Rubik and Roboto Mono font scheme. And what I'd like to do here is I'll center it. And personally, I like to use the Rock Salt font as my header and make that about 24. I'm going to call this website colors. And actually, you can use any font you like for this, but yeah, I just like to add just a little bit of flair to my style guide. All right, and we'll go back to the Arial 12. Now, there's a few ways we could do this. We could take a screenshot of this whole schema here, but it's actually good to write out each hex code. This way, in case you have to share this with a designer in the future, this way either you or they could just click on the hex code and copy and paste. And actually, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to bring up another website, color-hex.com. And for the first one, it's hashtag 2C3531. 2C3. I click on get info. Yeah, 2C3, 531. All right, so yeah, this is our main color for the scheme. And personally, what I like to do is I like to use my snipping tool. Use that new, and then I'm gonna make a nice little rectangle of this. Do that, I'm gonna save. And I'm just gonna call this color 1. All right, saved. And then here I'm going to insert image, upload from computer, color 1. And the nice thing about this is I can see how the white text looks on the colored up background. And although the hex code is here, I'm going to go ahead and type it out here. Check 2C3, 531. Because although it's there, we can't click on it to copy and paste. But here, I could click on this, then copy and paste onto another application, whatnot. And actually, I'm gonna lower this just a little bit. Now we're gonna put another color there. So the next one is 116466. Go back to color-hex.com. 116. Get info. Yep, 116466. So yeah, these match up. All right, so now I'm gonna do the same thing. Use the snipping tool, take a nice little snippet of this. Going to save. And I'm just gonna call this color 2. I left my all caps on there. All right, go back to the style guide, and at this point, make sure there's at least a space between the other color. I'm gonna click on Insert, Image, Upload from Computer. Look for the color 2. Boom, and I'm gonna lower this just a little bit. Hashtag 116466. And actually, I'm gonna insert a space up here, just so we have a little bit of a white space. All right, and we would basically repeat the process for the other colors in the scheme. This way, if I plan on designing something in Canva in the future, if I want to use this color, just double click on that, right click, copy, and then paste onto wherever I'm working. And actually, I'll go ahead and pause the video while I do the other colors. All right, I am back. So I got all my colors in place. And the nice thing about the snippets is they contain the white text on the colored background, just so I know how the white text looks on it. And then you notice I have the hex codes right next to them. This way I can either I or a designer you may hire in the future, wants to click and then copy and paste onto whatever platform they're working on. And actually, we can just, anytime you see that, you can just add to dictionary. Okay, so we got our colors in place. Now we're going to get our fonts in place. All right, yeah, we'll do rock salt, then 4. All right, and we'll go and make this left aligned. Arial, and then 12. For headings, body. For headings, we are using the Rubik. And then for the body, we are using the Roboto Mono. And the nice thing about Google Docs is, yeah, you can actually see these fonts in action. So now that we have that in place, I'm going to, so I skipped a few lines. I'm going to center this, and yeah, this is an example header, and this would be the example text. All right, so I'm going to come down here and click on the font area. Now, in my case, my fonts are already here since I was messing with this earlier. But let's suppose that your desired fonts were not here. You could always go to more fonts. And like here in the search, like if Rubik was not already there, I would just type in Rubik, and then boom, click OK. All right, so now I'm going to go to Rubik, and I'm going to make it, 24. And that's what it looks like, bold. So yeah, this is an example header. And then Roboto Mono. So yeah, this is an example header. This would be the example body text. So right here, I can see what this is going to look like before I put this all over my future website. And yeah, it actually has that techie look and feel I'm going for. And once again, there's no absolute right way or a wrong way to do this. Like the rock salt font, I mean, that's just a personal preference. I mean, you're welcome to use any font here. And then in case you don't like going through all the hassle of snipping each individual color from color-hex.com, you can actually take a snippet of the whole color scheme here and paste it there. But yeah, however you go about this, I mean, I definitely recommend like typing out your hex codes here, because this will make life a lot easier. And that all you have to do is double click on the hex code, copy it, and you'll be able to paste it onto where you plan on applying the color. All right, well, that's it for this video. And we have officially created an example style guide together. Oh, and then if you ever wanted to download this as a PDF, what you can do is go to File, Download, go to PDF. And it should download shortly. So yeah, there we go. Then it's on the hard drive. And then this will also be uploaded to the section in Podia as well. All right, so that's it for this video. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know.